This is Bert Sims. I'm going to recite for you a poem by John McGee, who was at one time noted as being the poet pilot, or pilot poet, whichever you like. But more than that, the interest of his life, his dad was an American, and his mother was English, and those two people met on the mission field in China about 1914, and they fell in love and had 4 sons, and John was the first one. He was born in 1921. The parents agreed eventually, after much discussion, to let him do what he had to do, because he was very committed to helping his country. England, in this case, would be the country that he saw primarily as his home country, homeland. And he heard the talk of war, and then in '39, war was declared, and the parents had already given him permission to do whatever he had to do. And he went immediately from New England to Canada and joined the Royal Canadian Air Force, applied to be pilot, was trained as a pilot, passed all the tests, and by the summer of 1940, he was flying with a Canadian fighter squadron over and around Britain. Unfortunately, in December, on a foggy day, a cloudy day, his plane collided with another plane as they were leaving or entering clouds. And he and John McGee and the other pilot were killed. John was 19. His parents decided to write a book about his life, about John's life, and to include at the end of it many of the poems that he had been recognized for while he was attending school, preparing for college level education. So the book was printed and told his story. He was born in China. All the boys were born in China, and then they went to Britain by 1940, I guess. And the one poem that caught the eye and heart of a lot of people was called High Flight. He had some others, but that one is the one I want to recite for you. High Flight by John McGee. Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth, and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed, and joined the thundering mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things you have not dreamed of, wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along, and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the wind-swept heights with easy grace, where never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifted mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.